Hello, welcome to my second tutorial on Flipaclip. In this one I'm going to deal with this term here, FPS, frames per second. Frames per second I think is important because not only does it govern quality, higher frames per second gives you more quality, lower frames per second gives you worse quality, jerky. The other important part, which I find important, is you can control how long your video is going to be by governing your frames per second and how many frames you are working on at the time. To illustrate this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got clone last frame on. Yes, I've got that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle by way of a clock face, and then get rid of that, and then I'm going to try and make a video clip exactly 6 seconds long. Now then, by my reckoning, at 10 frames per second, an animation that is 6 seconds long should be 6 times 10, which is 60. So I should have 60 frames along the bottom here at 10 frames per second to get a 6-second clip. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my clock face there. I'm going to copy that over 10 different frames. I'm not going to do 60 whole frames because it'll take forever. 10 whole frames, and then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to make the animation and then copy that 6 times. We'll see as we go along. So I've made the clock face. I'm going to put a very small pointer in the middle just for something for the hands to rotate on to make it look sensible. I'm then going to copy that 10 times. There we go, so that's 10 copies along the bottom. I'm then going to move into layer 2. Layer 2 is going to let me draw the clock hands without having to mess around with copying and pasting and all the rest of it. So I'm going to draw the hand in the first position, and then I'm going to move on to frame 2, and then I'm going to draw the hand in the second position, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, frame 6, frame 7, frame 8, frame 9, and finally frame 10. So I'm not going to draw the position at the top again because that'll be taken over by whatever was at the start. Okay, so when that loops around again, the hand will already be at the top. Now then, because I've got those 10 frames now, I'm not going to, like I say, I'm not going to copy all 10 of them. I'm going to go to my frames viewer. I'm going to select all the frames by moving that little icon there. I'm going to copy them, and then I'm going to paste them after. Once I've pasted them, I'm going to paste them again, so I get 30 frames, 40 frames, 50 frames, and 60 frames. So when I go down, as you can see, I've got 60 frames here. So 60 frames in my world now equals 6 seconds of animation. Now, to prove to myself that I've got exactly 6 seconds of animation, I'm going to go to my very last one, because as we know, Flipaclip loops around on itself when it animates, but by the time you upload it or watch it back, it won't necessarily loop. It will just stop and wait for you to hit start again. So on this one here, what I'm going to do is make something really noticeable, and I'm going to make everything red. Okay, so that is going to signify that the final frame has been reached and it's time to start again. Now it should take 6 seconds exactly between that red screen happening. So let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red screen. There we go. So by using this method of how to control it, you can make your animations exactly 60 seconds long, 2 minutes long, 10 minutes long. But you just have to be aware of the fact that if you're going to make a 1 minute video clip at 10 frames per second, you're going to need 600 frames. That's a lot of animating. So think first before you jump in, or find a way to make it more automated. So that's enough for this this one. Hope to see you in the next one.